Today we will learn very interesting topic because in this topic you will be creating up with uh, your generalized formula, and that generalized formula will satisfy whatever purpose you are dealing with. Okay, so for your reference, see here what after you learning this assignment, what is possible for you, you can see over here. uh, you can make the total, have the grand total, have the percentage, and create a specific declaration in the form of pre-mark whether you have passed in distinction, first class, or absent, or fail, or pass class. Okay, so this is just the output that is designed for a sample for you. So now we will see in details. Please let me know if the things are not workable, or if it is not visible. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just remove these entries that are generated. Not these entries. This column should be blocked, deleted, then these entries. Okay. So suppose this is the data there is available for you for further analysis. So for example, what we have done, we have just selected a specific count of I can say your mark sheet having paper 1 marks, paper 2 marks, their total, then internal assessment 1 mark, internal assessment 2 mark, and its total, and cumulative total. I'll delete this also. Just show you. Okay. So what I'm doing, see now, I have to have the total of D and E. So what I'll do, I'll use my generalized, I can use sum function also, but here I'll be using generalized formula. Now, where my first value is located, D column and sixth row. Okay. So I'll write here D6 plus E6. So it gives me the total. I'm just dragging it down. Okay. So now here you can see. Now here some hash line is there indicating that there is some value error. Why value error? Because one of the values are absent written over here. So I'm manually putting the value AA where the either of the value was alphabet, not the numerical one. See, I have just replaced and find my data so that there are no anomalies or no errors in it. Okay, so here you can see it's a complete clean data, and manually I have marked absent where it was absent. Okay, you can add further formula also so that wherever AA is there, then it will write AA, otherwise it will make the total. Okay, so it becomes more complex. Initially, just to have it, I'm just showing it like that only. Okay, in a simpler form. Now here what I'll do, I'll prefix equal to, and its total should be column G and column H. So G6 plus H6. Okay, so here you can see I'm just dragging it out. So my complete column is ready. See how easy it is to make the totaling. Okay. Now in all total, what I want, total of internal assessment marks and total of paper 1 and paper 2. Okay, so I am just writing it here equal to. Now my total in paper-wise total is in F6. So equal to F6 plus internal assessment total is in I6. Okay. Why I'm expanding it in the form of total, so that somewhere it might be required that you have to have the answer of the like of the result. So now here you can see in all total also it is showing me absent for. So I'm putting AA here. I can create a formula, complicated formula, mentioning first if there is AA in either of the total, then here also it should reflect AA, otherwise the total of the total. Okay, total of the total means total of this two columns plus total of this column, two columns. So here you are having the total of both theory and internal marks. This is the entry you will be making for practical marks. So now your complete total is generated here. Okay, how it is generated? It is the addition of J6 and K6. Don't forget to write equal to sign before the cell address. Okay. So this is the grand total. Here also one AA has to be done. Okay. This will give me error because it is not finding a appropriate value for it. Now, how much percentage it is having? Okay. So for percentage, I can either use the percentage formula or average. But this is out of 150. These marks, these 127 marks are out of 150. So what I'll do, I'll create equal to L6 divide by 150 into 100. So it will give me proper percentage. Okay, I'll just click and drag it. Now here you are seeing there are some fractional values exceeding 2 digits. Okay, and I want that these should be taken care of only for 2 digits. So what I should add to the formula? Please take a note of it. Now this formula is ready here. What I'll do, I'll prefix round function. In the bracket, I'll perform this calculation and comma up to 2 digits. Okay. So here you can see now earlier it was 85. Now you can see it is having exact value. See up to 2 fraction digits it is there. Okay. I'll just look. So like this you can just create the values as per your requirement. I don't want up to 2 digits. I want up to only 1 digit. So what change I'll do? I'll just, so earlier you can see it was 0.67, then it is 7. I'll just click and drag it till here. You will see the reflection in the updation of the marks. Okay. Now I don't want up to single digit. I want to round up. So I'll just make it 0. So see, it is full complete digits are there with no fraction. Okay. So like this, by using certain functions in combination with your generic formulas, you can create the pattern or the values that you require. Okay. Uh, you might be seeing that for specific columns and for specific cells, I am doing this because earlier one I have rewritten capital A. Okay. So like this, for the various values, you can create your, okay. I want whether the student is passed with distinction or first class or pass class or he is failed. Okay. So first thing I have to check. Now my rule is if this marks, if this all total marks are greater than or equal to 48, then the student is pass. So I'll just make a function here equal to if in the bracket what it has to check all total is in j6 if j6 is greater than or equal to 48, then person is pass, because in theory you can see if you are getting 48 or above marks, then only you are pass, otherwise you are failed. It is general example for specific marking scheme. Okay. So as per your marking scheme, you can select this 48 value. Okay. So if it is true, then I am putting pass over here, or I am putting fail. Okay. In double quote marks. So this is simple if statement what I have created equal to if specific column number greater than or equal to 48. If the person is pass, if the value is true, then person is pass. If the value is false, then person is fail. And I am pressing enter key. So now you can see with respect to this column entries, you will see the person is either pass or fail. I'll just press and click and drag it. Okay. So now you can see here it is less than 48. It is less than 48. It is less than 48. So it helps me instantly to just check it out whether the student is pass or fail. Okay. Now here it is showing me uh, pass because it is not identifying the AA value stored in it. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll add or नहीं आएगा. I'll just change it. Okay. I'll just change the condition is less than it or and for here either this or J 16 equals to AA, then fail or pass. We'll just see here. I hope you got what I have created over here. If the student is either absent or that particular student is having less than 48 marks, less than or equal to नहीं लिया है, less than 48 लिया है. Okay, so if I am taking less than 48, indicates what? 48 and above is passing and less than is fail. Okay, so here I have combined two conditions in one block. So see, like my this thing has refined. Now I'll copy and paste it here and just drag it for everything. So wherever it was coming pass for the students who were absent, now you can see fail is coming. So what I have told you earlier, like for here manually I put AA. You can just update the formula and have this through the formula, not manually typing. Okay, like what we have got over here. Now you want that suppose that value is getting beyond if this is that it is fail. Okay, else then what is the condition? I can put if in the bracket, not here. If I want that J6 greater than or equal to 48, or so I'm prefixing or before the value, the logic. This is first condition. Second condition is uh, I I'm making the range as up to 55. So J6 नहीं होगा. It would be for percentage N. N6 आएगा. और नहीं, और नहीं आएगा. End आएगा. And see, you have to see whether or will come. Or means either of the two. And means both the conditions are true. Or means either of the condition is true. So if the value is greater than or equal to 48 and n 6 is less than 55, then if it is there, then it is what? Pass class. Okay, I made certain mistake over here. uh This is the formula. Okay, past plus comma. अगर नहीं है तो पास. Okay. So, abhi, for here, you can see if the range is in between J6 greater than or equal to 48, means he should be pass. And he should have the value of in terms of percentage, it is greater than 55. So, then only he is in pass class. Okay, I'll just click and drag it down. You can see here he is pass. But as the percentage are less than 48, then it is in pass class. So here you can see as per the requirement, I am complicating or adding constraints or adding more than one condition in single formula. So like this, you can put on n number of conditions over here. I'll just show you. I'll just put this condition over here. What I have done, here I'm checking in each of the column D6. जो मैंने आपको पहले डिस्कस किया था कि मैन्युअली हम लोग वर्कआउट कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे फेल आ रहा है, अगर एब्सेंट है तो वो कैसे वर्कआउट करेंगे. सो आई एम जस्ट वर्किंग आउट इन स्पेसिफिक कॉलम्स. दिस 6, दिस 6. So here you can see the value is in distinction. Okay, I'll just click and drag. Now here, what you can see, I made certain mistake over here. JJ. Okay, my columns are wrong. F. I made some mistake. In place of 67, it should be 60. This is the problem. If we do copy paste now, it creates problem. I'll again click and drag. Now you can see here that student is not failed as per my consideration. That student is absent. So I can mark that student as absent over here. Okay. So like this, by combining more than one formula or more than one conditions and managing the true part and false part, you can create whatever you want from this sheet. Okay. I hope everyone got it. Now, I want how many students are there in the distinction. So how will I get it? Okay. So for this, if I want to have the counting over here, what I'll have? I'll just write here distinction. Okay. Here is first class. Here is pass class. Okay. And here it is absent. So now, how can I count the people from here having pass class, fail, absent? See here, now we have differentiated absent and fail, who are actually having less than 48 marks, they are failed. You can see over here. Okay. So students having less than marks are less than 48 marks in all total. They are failed. Okay. Now, what we will do over here equal to count if. Now, in count if there are numbers only, then I'll use COUNTIF function. But if I want to count the string, like first class is a string, fail is a string, distinction is a string. So what I'll do, I'll write count if s. So what it will do, search a specific string and count it within that range. Okay. So I can manually put the range, or by just click and select. I'll select the required range. So I have selected the range here. In the formula bar, I'm writing comma. Now this is a range. Okay. And in that range, what I have to search for? I have to search for distinction. Okay. So here you can see 5 students have got distinction. So if your record is of like bulky one, having thousands of record, and you want to count a specific count of value, so this function will help you a lot. Now for the same range, what I want to find first class. Now here, if I do the copy paste, see here, the range also shifts to 1. So don't do that. Select the appropriate range. And in place of distinction, I'll write first class. So you will get here first class. Now I'll just copy paste it, Control C and Control V. So my range again changes. I'll update the range. And from first class, I want pass class. Okay. Now I want absent students. So I'm putting equal to count if. Okay. In that count if, my range starts from 06 to 073. And here now I want to check apps. So here, see. Now, if I don't want to calculate, just want to view what the total count was. So here, from here, you can see count is here. See in the bottommost status bar, you will see the numbers for what I have selected. The total is there, their count is there, and their average is there. So suppose sometimes we don't require actual calculation, but just we require the count. So here I can show you. See here, the count is 68 and the total is this and its average is this. So suppose without actually putting the formula, if I just want to find the average marks of paper 1, I'll just select all and see here. Uh, in the status bar, it directly shows me the average marks. Okay, so like this, you can create a combination of functions. Today we have seen only if, or, and, COUNTIF and COUNTIFS. Okay, so there are many functions we can go with.